Hey everyone, it's Dr. Minar Sawaf here. Welcome back to our series on Adex preps. This video is going to be on an anterior endodontic prep, tooth number 8. For anterior endo, the endo tooth will be handed out for measurement. Here, I measured the root to be 15 millimeters and the crown to be 10 millimeters. Remember, the measurements should be done from the facial side. Once measurements are completed and the tooth is screwed in, I draw an outline of the access opening which should look like a triangle that is maximum 1 millimeter from the mesial and distal marginal ridges and 2 millimeters from the incisal ridge. Using a 245 straight burr, I start opening the access cavity, keeping my burr angulated perpendicular to the slope of the palatal surface of the tooth. With a 014 red chamfer, I proceed to create the access opening according to the required measurements. For the incisal part, I always prefer to start with 2.5 to 3 millimeters away from the ridge, and after obturation I would go over it again to remove any nicks or dents created from instrumenting the canal. After I'm done with the access opening, first I place my low speed on reverse. Then I start removing the wax from the pulp chamber using a Mueller burr in a brushing motion from the pulp chamber towards the access opening. Now that the access opening is smooth and big enough to allow for a straight line access to the canal and pulp chamber is cleaned out from all the wax, I start instrumenting the canal. The rotary file I'm using is 25 mm long, which is equal to the length of the tooth that I'm working on, keeping in mind that the stopper is almost 1.5 mm in length. I make sure I enter the canal in a straight line, starting with a white rotary file size 15, going up to a minimum of size 35, not forgetting to irrigate between each file to avoid any debris from getting stuck in the canal. Once cleaning and shaping of the canal is done, I start obturating the canal. I previously measured the canal to be 15 mm, so I cut the gutta percha at 14 mm, add some sealer on it and place it in the canal, using an RGS-3 to condense it. After obturating the canal, I go back the Mueller burr to clean any excess sealer, as no sealer or gutta percha should be beyond 2 mm above the CEJ. Then, I use a chamfer once again to smoothen the outline of the access opening and make sure everything is in line with the required measurements. As we see, the gutta percha is 1 mm from the CEJ. However, it can be up to 3 mm below the CEJ or 2 mm above the CEJ. The apical portion can be up to 2 mm short from the apex, but no extrusion is accepted. According to my previous measurements, measuring it like this will confirm that the required criteria is achieved. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope this was helpful. Please like, share and subscribe for more videos.